WJTS News, I'm Prisma Lopez-Marin. Thank you for joining us. Authorities say the suspect of a 2-week-old theft case was arrested after allegedly attempting the same crime from the same location. Indiana State Police say back on September 28th, a male suspect stole a Honda generator from the Rural King store on Jasper's far south side. Police say surveillance cameras captured the picture of the suspect in the act, and those images were shared and distributed across social media in the following days. State police say their investigators remained hopeful to generate leads and information into identifying the suspect. On Tuesday, a Rural King employee believed he observed a customer later identified as 38-year-old Virgil Ross of Evansville attempting to steal another generator identical to the Honda generator as what was stolen on September 28th. The employee recognized Ross from the surveillance pictures and contacted the Jasper Police Department. Jasper officers detained Ross and contacted the state police so they could continue their investigation. Officers agreed that the image was that of Ross, who was placed into custody and transported without incident. He was transported to the Dubois County Security Center in Jasper, where he was booked on a level 6 felony count of theft. The Jasper Public Library Board met for their Thursday meeting and spoke about accomplishing effective outreach and their initiatives to continue informing the public about the referendum facts. Jasper Public Library Director Christine Golden informed the board about their next open houses at the Jasper Library and are ready to continue informing their fellow constituents and anyone else who simply wants to learn about the referendum and how that may affect or benefit them.
We've got our open houses still at the library. We've got one tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. It's after hours at the library, so you can come and get some facts there. We've also got one next Thursday at the library at 4 p.m. But it's really just making sure that, we're getting out and talking to everyone and getting those facts out there, that we want to make sure everyone's informed and feel they're ready to go place their ballot.
Golden shared that they have also begun going door to door to inform about the referendum and provide valuable information that they also shared at the Chamber of Commerce 63rd Annual Luncheon Meeting. Golden also explained that some interesting findings that people have learned about this whole process is what determines the eligibility to vote for the library referendum, and that with simply creating discussion and being informed, people have the opportunity to learn more. The board also shared that the Leeds Community Fundraising Campaign that includes the Jasper Library has an overall estimate of reaching close to $4.5 million. Board President Dean Vonderheide stated that the momentum is shifting, where the community of Jasper is reaching out to the Jasper Library Board to learn about the referendum, and that this is notable. Action is appreciated and encouraging. The library currently has a measuring thermometer displayed at the library, and there's also one at the Hoosier Desk location. Golden notes they want to inform the community how much Leeds has raised overall. They emphasize that the meeting with community members will continue with organizations as well. Potential donors and others will not cease in the referendum passing. The meetings will continue to keep everyone informed on the next steps of the overall process. Ashley Sudbury, NEP Community Wellness Coordinator at Purdue Extension, applied for an active living workshop on behalf of the City of Huntingburg and presented guest speakers Kate Riordan, Active Living Program Manager from the Health by Design, Pete Fritz from Indiana State Department of Health, and Joey Brazel from Leverage Points Consulting. The Active Living full-day workshop took place Thursday with information and activities at the Huntingburg Old Town Hall. Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner welcomed the guests and attendees who varied from the hospital, health department, street department, parks department, planning and zoning department, YMCA, county council, and many more. Riordan spoke about how communities can become affected by built environment that can support active living and how communities can act to create healthy activity.
So communities can really start to look at their policies to create healthy policies. So one of the things we talk a lot about are complete streets policies, which basically say that every time a street is redone, you're going to take a look at it and make sure that it accommodates people who are walking, people who are biking, people who are taking transit, as well as vehicles. So there are a lot of broad things that communities can do, and then there are a lot of smaller scale things that communities can do as well.
Reardon also spoke about the partnership with Purdue Extension and admires the commitment of the city of Huntingburg to be involved with this task force project. She elaborates on how some unique traits Huntingburg obtains benefits towards initiative active living.
So people are really attracted to authentic environments, and Huntingburg has a really great authentic downtown that has a lot of character in it, and these environments can be very walkable. During our walk audit, we went through the main street, and there are a lot of businesses that create an interesting environment that is very inviting for people to walk from place to place, and it creates a very active place.
Reardon states that some issues are dismissed on a daily basis, but having accomplished a walk audit with people at the workshop provides a helpful perspective of potential changes. After Fritz and Reardon gave their presentations, everyone participated in a walk audit to analyze the streets and community surroundings. The group started behind the Old Town Hall, down towards Market Street, then across the street, heading towards Jackson Street, and then to 4th Street. They finally ended up back in front of the doors of Old Town Hall. Fritz asked the group to place themselves in different points of view, such as a child, someone with walking disabilities, and other factors. And then as a group, they analyzed the street and surroundings to note on how to enhance the area to become more accessible and encourage active living for all. Sudbury shared she had participated in other walk audits, but enjoys each as active living is applied to every community based on their needs. Sudbury describes the attributes that Huntingburg faces.
So the walk audit that we did today, I've done a couple of them, but they're always fun and I always learn something new. It really forces you to think about your walkability in a different manner. So you put on a couple different hats. You know, you're looking at it from the perspective of a child. You're looking at it from the perspective of a senior or somebody with some physical disabilities. You know, you recognize lighting or when there is no lighting. You recognize when there's a bump in a sidewalk that maybe otherwise, you know, we may step over that every day, but for somebody pushing a stroller or somebody with a walker, somebody in a wheelchair, you know, that's a big hurdle for them. And so for them to go down a sidewalk, you know, if we don't recognize those things and try to fix those, that can be a challenge. When you're looking at, you know, getting from point A to point B, maybe you want to go from this store to the next. Recognizing good crosswalks, having that safe area to cross a street. Here in Huntingburg, we have Highway 231. That's a very, very busy, loud highway that comes through. And so when you see cities and states and they really put things out there that make it safer for the pedestrian and the driver, you want to applaud them, and we also want to take into account all of those measures. So if there's something we're missing, you know, we can add that in time.
Sudbury noted that the next steps they will be taking will be within a week. They will hear feedback about the full-day workshop from the active living manager. Then an action team will be created. After that, an action plan will be made, and then a year from now, they will report a success story to the state of Indiana. Tonight, we will continue with our new series of Hometown Heroes. Here is Charlotte Olson with Lauren Treader and Cheyenne Gomez, who are seniors at Forest Park High School and currently assist the Southeast DuBois School Board as student representatives.
Hello everyone, this is Charlotte Olson here reporting for the 18 WJTS News. I am joined today with two wonderful young women that are our hometown heroes this week. A hometown hero is anybody in our community that is making our community better and great. The two young ladies that I am joined with today do represent the student population of the Southeast DuBois School Board. They are the student representatives from Forest Park High School, which I am sure that you can see from the mural behind me. So let's get talking to these girls. How are you girls doing today?
We're doing great. Doing good.
So first, we're going to start out with an easy question. Just introduce who you are, what grade you're in.
I'm Lauren Treader, and I'm a senior.
And I'm Cheyenne Gomez, and I'm also a senior.
Awesome. So thinking about college, that's coming up. Any college perspectives yet?
Hopefully IU for
Awesome.
Business.
Awesome.
And I'm still deciding whether ISU or USI.
Perfect. Both great schools. So my first question is, how did you hear about this position?
Well, it first started out with our principal, Dr. Punch. She had a meeting with the officers of the student council, and it was mostly seniors. After that, she just kind of gave an application. If you wanted to go, you could apply, and then she chose from there.
So what do you guys do? I mean, I know you represent, obviously, the student population, but when you go to a meeting, what kind of is the format that you guys are a part of?
We get to sit at the big table with all the important people, and we listen and kind of take notes of what they're talking about and how it's going to affect the students. And when we can, we give input that might help them to understand like how it's going to affect us or our opinion on things, because they're not always at school to see how things go.
Awesome. So is this something that either of you want to do in the future? Is it something you want to pursue long term?
I'm not sure if long term, but I know that being a part of the school board really helps. I might consider it. It's a good opportunity to help others, make sure all schools are doing well and keep up.
Okay. So how does it feel to be a student representative? Does it feel pretty awesome to be able to represent your school and be kind of the voice of the students?
It's pretty neat to be able to do it. It's kind of weird because as our government class, we have to attend a meeting every 9 weeks. So sometimes we see some of our peers there, which it's odd sitting apart from them. A little more important feeling, I guess.
Of course, but it's fun. You guys obviously enjoy it. I can tell by the way you guys are answering. It seems really, really great. So what is the part that you love about it the most? What's your favorite part of being on the board?
My favorite part would probably be just you have to kind of think as an adult, you have to see their perspective of it, how they see things, what is best for all the schools.
Right.
So things like that.
And do you believe that community service is important for people your age?
I definitely do feel like it's important. I do a bunch of it myself, and seeing the benefit like that the community gets from it is really neat, and other people doing it is like, it's fun. It's not necessarily work, and it gets people a lot of things that they might have not gotten otherwise.
Right. So is there anything that you would like to say to other students out there who would like to maybe be a part of this, or maybe they want to get involved in their community? What is your advice for something like that?
For anyone trying to desperately get out there and doesn't want to be put on the spot, but I think it's a really good opportunity. It helps you be involved with your school, and it helps you see other perspectives of things, not just your solid thing, because that's how high schoolers act. You know that?
I think clubs is also a really good way to get involved with a lot of that stuff. They always have countless opportunities for you to participate, and you get to meet a lot of new people and learn things that aren't necessarily taught in school.
Awesome. Well, thank you, girls, for sitting down with me. I told you to be pretty painless. I know you were a little nervous, but you guys did so wonderful. Again, this is Charlotte Olson reporting for the 18 WJTS News here with two local hometown heroes. I am in Ferdinand. I am at Forest Park High School. If you would like to nominate a hometown hero, you can send your nominee and their contact information to me by giving me a call at 812-482-2727 or send me an email at mailbox@wjts.tv. This is Charlotte Olson reporting for 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.
Thank you, Charlotte. It's so wonderful to be showcasing those in our community who make this place such a wonderful place to live. To nominate, you can call by phone at 812-482-2727 or email mailbox@wjts.tv. Stay tuned. Weather and sports still to come on 18 WJTS News.